baby. Back with the sins have the like. I'm gonna say that as a question. Have the sins been reversed? Has Sonic been saved? Find out on this episode of Can It, without playing the Gangster's Paradise, because they got rid of that because that was too edgy.
Okay, so yesterday a trailer was dropped. And it was the new trailer, or the YouTube video said, the new official trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Mm-hmm. Now,
Very exciting.
I'm going to jump right in and say, first things first, they did it. They actually did it, those mad men and women.
Those mad lads did it.
They changed what seems like not only the just the graphics of the character, but they changed his movement. They gave him more cartoony actions. They gave him more interesting reactions to things, at least by the comparisons that we saw in the trailer.
After I watched this new trailer, I looked at a comparison between the old one and the new one, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it makes the old one look so much worse now.
It looks like a boy. Just like some sort of young X-Man.
Well, I'll be the first to say, I don't remember if I exactly expressed this in the last Can It, but I didn't feel... Okay, back then, I didn't feel like the old one was the worst thing ever. I thought, it looks pretty bad, but it is not the absolute worst thing I've ever seen. Now that I compare it to this new design...
It's so bad.
Oh, it looks terrible. It's like I needed something, because I guess I hadn't played Sonic in a minute, and so I was like, this is fine, I guess, from a Alvin and the Chipmunks, live action point of view.
Yeah.
And then I saw this thing, and I'm like, oh gosh, that old one was just, burn it, please.
They were all of them deceived, for a new Sonic was forged.
And hey, if you notice, there's a scene in the trailer where he is holding a little ring.
I saw that.
Why is he doing that? I don't know. Are they just trying to make him more...
That was that iconic scene with James Marsden comes bursting in like a clown at a birthday party.
I really do wonder how much they had to change, how far they had gotten with that old design. Good buddy Micah of mine, I said that incorrectly. Good buddy Micah said, it'd be really cool, and I guess he heard it from somewhere else, but was the idea of releasing a double feature that included both
the old movie design and the new one.
Yes, all scenes done with both designs, just so we could see just how bad it could have been.
Well, but now that the design's out of the way, we can really focus on the meat and potatoes, which is how bad this movie's going to be.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and start, because I don't think it's going to be that bad.
I want to share an anecdote, if I may.
You may.
It was one of those late nights where I should be in bed, but I'm browsing Hulu.
That happens.
And I see this Jim Carrey movie called Yes Man.
Oh, no.
Which you may be familiar with.
That was the first movie that I actually had to ask why, I'll just say this much. There was a scene in it, I believe, if my memory does not fail me, where an old lady attempts to seduce him, and so therefore all he can respond with is yes, and therefore does a certain task with this old lady.
Well, I didn't get that far, because it was a shtick that got real tight, because I was like, it's just not, all he's doing is just making weird faces.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the Jim Carrey appeal. But I just see that. And then I started in this movie, in Sonic, and then I started asking myself, is this a Jim Carrey movie?
It definitely feels like it.
But, why isn't he then the main character?
Well, hold on. He is not the main character. However, it's very crucial to note that I think Robotnik is going to have his own character development throughout the film.
Oh, he's definitely going to have a B-plot.
Yeah. And I think that Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey is, I guess, what... Okay, I'll say two things right off the bat. This is probably the most critical I'll get about it right now. Mm-hmm. One, what's the voice actor for Sonic? Ben something.
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz sounds just like his Dewey Duck voice. I mean, spot on. The personality, the voice...
I mean, that's kind of the only voice he could do. That's
well, no,
normal,
in the trailer. No. Well, in the trailer that we saw, the bad one, the first one, He was trying to be a cool cat. And puns aside, he was a cool cat. He was like, hey, I'm chill and stuff, because that's how Sonic, I guess, is supposed to be. He thinks he's smarter and more.
He's all that.
Yeah. The vibe I got from this Sonic was zany, hyperactive, and immature. Now, I'm fine with Sonic being immature, but Sonic needs to be immature in, like, an attitude way, Like, I don't know how much you know of Sonic, but, like, did you ever watch the old cartoons?
No.
Okay, well, in the old cartoons,
he was Sonic in cartoon form.
He was very much the, I'm gonna do this because I can, but because also it's probably for the good of all these other people around me that follow me. It's like, he's got an attitude, but he still's got that heart of gold. He just seems like a little kid in this new one.
Yes. Yes,
I don't know
right.
how to feel about that, because either A, he's going to develop and become the cool cat we all know and love by the end of the film, or potentially a sequel.
Probably not.
Probably not. But I guess maybe this was created to have a chemistry with James Marsden.
Who we all know, A, is charismatic as fuck. B, not like a good comedy guy. I guess he's the straight man. But I don't think of James Marsden as being one of the foremost members of the Chuckle Hut, so to speak.
Right.
I wonder if they had to do any reshoots for the new design.
I think they did. Okay, so people pointed out that there were differences in the trailer. In the truck scene, James Marsden is wearing a different outfit. I don't entirely believe that is a reshoot. It could be a different scene. Right. But I think there's a potential that they could have had to reshoot some things. I mean, at least aspects that were just really Sonic-centered. Scenes where he was doing something, and if they had to change his actions, because it looks like they did. It looks like they changed the way he interacted with objects a lot.
Yeah, but that's probably CG.
Oh, most of it is, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if there was a scene where they wanted to make him react a little more cartoony, they'd have to either go in and make all of the objects act a certain way, or just reshoot the scene with the practical effects in place already.
Honestly, it'd probably be cheaper to do it in CG.
In the long run.
Other than getting a whole camera crew down there, setting up the scene again.
Well, that goes back to the other question. How much did they actually already do?
I don't know. There's been a theory going around. I don't know if you've heard this.
Oh.
That this was all intentional. And that they did the horrible boy design to drum up marketing.
I believe it. That doesn't sound so much like a Paramount thing, but that sounds like a Sega thing.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Because Paramount kind of sits on their eggs, They make something, they put it out, and they just say, okay, cool, we did it.
I don't care how bad it is.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even to the extent that it was bad. They've sat on so many important properties in the past and made movies for them that I guess they just don't care, because usually it's just the names themselves that'll bring it in.
I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they redid it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 100% at this point certain that if as far as Paramount's believability goes, yeah. They saw it, and the director freaked out because he was like, this is not at all what I wanted. Let's redo this.
That's a monster.
Because if you noticed, when it was first being questioned, before the outcry got really bad, they even made fun of it themselves. Paramount put out a little thing that said, oh, can a guy, work out his legs? And it was like a picture of a really buff, like, blue legs behind a sign. Like, it was really weird.
That's hot.
Okay, maybe. That's up to you.
I can't... I'm no longer attracted to Sonic, which is good. That's a good thing.
But, jokes aside, jumping back to personality. Hold on. Jumping back to personality, because this is my only critique. Ben Affleck, or whoa. Ben Schwartz. I want to see Ben Affleck Sonic now. Ben Schwartz Sonic seems not like a Sonic I'm used to, and I don't know if I'll be into that. Jim Carrey does not seem like Eggman. He seems like, you guessed it, Jim Carrey.
He seems like Jim Carrey.
So I don't know how to sit on that, because it's like, or sit with that. Sorry, my colloquialisms are all over the place.
Yeah, because you just said colloquialism.
Well, whatever. What's the word then?
Colloquialism?
There we go. Thank you. My English is not prime right now.
Do you mean your English?
What? Oh, yes, that is exactly right.
Oh, no.
It's getting worse. I'm turning into a monster.
Monster boy.
A theory that was brought up, potentially, which I don't believe any kind of film theory when something this small is being developed. I mean, my goodness, like, I watched a a film theory on the Joker movie, and then I went and watched the Joker, and it messed up my whole point of view on the film because I kept thinking, oh crap, is that actually going to happen? Of course it didn't. So I was like, well, dang it. Now I just
theory.
Yeah, now I just didn't enjoy the film. But because
a film theory.
Join us on our new series, totally original.
Sonic
was that there's
Eggman's
going to
mother?
be what? Say that again.
Sonic is Eggman's mother.
We knew this. This isn't a theory, dude.
We knew.
Did you read the Archie comics at all?
Sega confirmed. 1994. Sonic number 18.
18. Number 18.
Robotnik, I gave birth to you.
That's Sonic? I thought that was Robotnik.
That's how he sounded in the Archie comics.
Oh, okay. What does Robotnik sound like in the Archie comics?
Jim Carrey.
No, wait, hold on. I lost my track. It just doesn't seem like the characters are in their place. Okay, there's a scene where Sonic says, back in my world, everybody wanted my powers. First of all, that seems a little weird. That seems a little weird, Sonic. Also, I'm glad that they went with the multiple worlds thing instead of him just being like a mutant hedgehog. Because that kind of debunks your thought of him being a mutant that Eggman made.
Was that not confirmed in the first trailer? Did I make that up?
No, you just said in your last trailer thing when we talked about it, you said it's the concept that maybe Robotnik made him, which I think is cliche, but that definitely would have been the route I would have expected as well.
You know what I think?
What?
I think maybe they listened to a Canon episode and did some reshoots. They were like, "Shit, that's a bad idea.
Let's not do this. Let's do something
Yeah,
else."
we can't do this thing. Yeah, they want his power. They want to go fast."
But somebody said, what if in that alternate world, for the Sonic world, as we're going to refer to it now as,
okay.
What if
Sure.
in that Sonic world
Yeah.
there is Dr. Eggman, but in this world there's Dr. Robotnik?
That's almost certainly not going to happen.
What if Dr. Robotnik gets sent to the other world and becomes Dr. Eggman, of course leading up to another film, potentially?
How did Robotnik turn into Eggman by like eating an egg or something? Right?
No! What?
The original Sonic canon.
Okay, give me your full lore of this original Sonic canon.
I can't. Hang on. I'm going to look it up real quick. Sorry, I got to pull it up. It's wild.
Wow. Man, it's like a DC universe though. There's so many different origin stories for Sonic things. It's like Mario was simple, dude. We know what's happening with Mario.
This is the original Sonic. This is the creator of Sonic wrote this Bible.
Okay.
Which basically,
Dr. Robotnik liked eggs.
I mean, it's wild.
He ate one big egg and became the Eggs Man.
It's something like that.
No, I don't think at all.
In the original, yeah. Let's see.
Like only when the first game existed or something?
Ah, yes.
Okay.
So, Sonic uses his new speed to help King Tobor with his work.
Yeah, King Tobor is the alternate universe Robotnik.
Yeah. Discovers something made out of gold rings. King Tobor uses the machine to transfer all the evil in the world into 6 emeralds.
Okay, so they're the
King
Chaos
Tobor says that if the emeralds could eliminate all evil and pollution... Okay.
All right, getting a little social commentary there.
Or else double the amount of evil in the world if they were to be disturbed by radiation. Just then, a wave of radiation penetrates the Earth's surface.
What
affects
timing? What amazing timing.
Wow, what a coincidence. The machine that's holding the emeralds turns on and casts a beam of light onto King Tobor, the emeralds, and the half-eaten egg that King Tobor was eating. There was no explosion, but King Tobor was somehow transformed into the obese and evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
Oh gosh, I
didn't expect that.
All right, I did not. I've never heard that one. I guess that's got to be like the original comics, isn't it?
That's the original. That's before the game came out.
Really?
That was like the original design of Sonic. Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Well, from what my understanding is, he was just a guy, and he was in Sonic's world, and he just got fat, and Sonic was just making fun of him because he was fat and bald. Like if you saw a fat bald man, would you be like, "Hey, Eggman"? I'd probably be like, "Hey, Eggman." No.
I would if I could run real fast.
If I could get away from him. But no,
I want to talk about Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jimothy Carrey.
Oh, that's his real name.
Beloved actor and Sonic villain.
Hey, well, let's see what he's also been a Batman villain.
That's true.
He's also been the
villain
of the Who's in Whoville.
Yes. He's been the villain of everyone on the set of that time he was playing that old comedian.
Oof.
That's a reference that probably should have used some more specifics.
Yeah.
I don't know. He did a documentary.
Was the Mask a villain? He wasn't a good guy.
He was green, so yes. Because if Spider-Man has taught me anything, green people are bad.
Oh, so Yoda was evil.
Anyway, I don't understand why Jim Carrey is in this movie unless he really just, and this seems doubtful.
All right.
He pulled a Henry Cavill in The Witcher and was just begging to be in this movie, which I don't think Jim Carrey is a big Sonic fan. Somehow I'm not getting that impression.
I think Jim Carrey is trying to... Okay. Think about it like this.
He's trying
if you're trying to make yourself popular again, right?
You do what you used to be popular for.
You do, and that's exactly the attitude that the character of Robotnik in this film has. But you aim...
It's not really...
No, it's not Robotnik. No, I'm saying in this movie.
That's not really how Robotnik is.
No. That's not how the character should be. But it's how it is in that movie. It's Jim Carrey. Here's what I'm saying, though. He's aiming it towards that young audience that's going to be watching the Sonic movie. Because, for
that's
one,
true.
all the people who know Jim Carrey are going to be like, oh, hey, it's Jim Carrey. Or at least all the people who don't care. And then you're going to have the young kids who are like, who's this guy? I like this wacky actor. Because, of course,
and then they're going to be like, ew, movies from the 90s. Get out of here, Grandma.
So then Jim Carrey's probably going to try and make more movies is the goal.
Oh, he's going to pull a Eddie Murphy. But while Eddie Murphy went... No, never mind. Yep, they're both doing the same thing. Eddie Murphy's still kind of crazy.
Anyway, let's hear about what do you think about the story so far? What do we know? What do you think?
I am going to make one of my wise predictions again.
All right, let's see how far this one gets us.
This one's going to be a little more specific than my last one, which, if you want a reminder, I said if Sonic was a lab rat, there's going to be a scene where they go to the lab, they see a fox with tail on it, and like an echidna with knuckle on it.
One singular knuckle.
One knuckle. This is my knuckle. I think in this scene, there will be, Jim Carrey will be like having a meal or something, and he's going to be like really into eggs, and then his lackey.
Yeah.
I don't know, that guy who keeps showing up sometimes.
I'm gonna make.
He's like, oh, what are you?
I think
what are you, Eggman?
I think they're gonna
and
shoehorn a homosexual relationship into those two.
I don't think so, bud.
I don't know.
That seems a bit contrived.
No, did you see the way they interacted with each other?
That was a consensual business relationship. I've had those with my coworkers when they're dancing. Where they're dancing wildly like they're having a fucking conniption.
Anyway, that's my theory is that they're gonna make
my theory is that
make Eggman gay. So
if Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik does not eat an egg at any one point, I will film a video of me eating 12 raw eggs. You can.
So do you want to broaden that just a bit so you don't hurt yourself? Do you want to just say he has to eat an egg, or does he have to do something with an egg?
He has to eat an egg.
Okay.
I will make that bet, and if I am wrong, I will eat 1 dozen.
Yep, 12
farm fresh eggs, the ones that won't kill me, and I'll film it and upload it on the Speculative Reelism channel for all of us to enjoy, and for me to want to show to my future business people on my portfolio.
In closing, I think I can say that I think it looks better. I think the movie's not going to get any better. I think it's still going to be kind of a shoehorned, live action actors with CGI funny character movie. I don't think it's really going to harness the spirit of Sonic, but I think it definitely captures the visual appeal. I mean, that shot of Green Hill Zone with the little musical sting that they had in the trailer, that did draw my attention, and that made me say, oh, I remember playing the game.
Hang on. hang on. And you can cut this part if it's wrong. I just want a clarification. In the first trailer, in the like desert, wasn't that Green Hill Zone?
It was called like Green Hills. Yeah, it was something Green Hills. And you know what?
Yeah.
Here's my theory.
What?
No, that was accurate. That there was a sign that said like "Welcome to Green Hills," and it was like,
Yeah.
My theory there is one: either they actually went in and the story wasn't really that far done, and they just did a whole like script change
To release a trailer.
I don't know. Maybe it was more done than not, but like they went and like we potentially said they could have reshot or they could have switched images around. Or theory B, since it is an alternate world, that could have been Green Hill Zone in Sonic World, and then this is just Green Hills. Like, oh, this is the parallel location in the real world.
Is James Martin alternate reality Tails? Is James Martin
think so
alternate
at all.
reality Knuckles?
Yes, most definitely.
Is James Martin alternate reality Rogue?
We'll just have to watch the movie and see for ourselves.
Is James Martin an alternate reality Shadow?
Now you're getting too serious.
Is James Martin an alternate reality Big?
Did you hear?
Is James Martin...
Did you hear? Fans want Big in the movie.
Of course they do.
Do you want Big in the movie?
I love that. I love that movie. Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great movie. I'd love those guys in any
I want
movie.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Big. Froggy.
I'm searching for Froggy. Tell me where he is.
Tune us in, or tune in to us, or tune in next time to hear us talk about The Mandalorian, which neither of us will probably watch.
Is James Martin the alternate reality of Tikal the Echidna?
Bye.
Is James Martin the alternate reality of Vector the Crocodile? Is James Martin the alternate reality of Mighty the Armadillo? Is James Martin the alternate reality version of Sticks the Badger? Is this one sticks the bag and finally takes his appearance on the silver screen? Is James Martin... Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more, just click that subscribe button. Also, feel free to check out our website, where we have every episode of everything we've ever done, including our regularly uploaded podcast, Pop Filter. And if you want to help us make more videos like this, you can support us on Patreon. Links are in the description below.